As I understand it, the substance of your complaint is that Doug, to say the very least, took it too far. Can you explain?
Well, basically, what happened just before the tour was about to start, there was an outbreak of killer clowns all over the UK, all over America, and you saw it in the papers. They were running down the streets, terrorising people.
Just pause. That's very important. They weren't actually killing people.
No.
What they were doing was deliberately going out, not in the type of performance space and context where you were doing it. People understood what they were expecting. They were deliberately going out and committing acts of serious antisocial behaviour.
Correct.
And this ended up getting reported. And it was pretty serious. I should tell you, I had a case in my court where a young man decided to dress up like a fool, frightening people, and I took it very, very seriously indeed, as you would.
Yeah.
It's not like going to pay for an evil circus and consenting to being terrified, correct?
Correct, absolutely. We were due to start around the Halloween period, just before, and then this outbreak of killer clowns, psycho clowns, whatever you want to call them, on the streets happened, and suddenly I started getting lots and lots of messages on social media and on emails saying, we love your show, but we're not coming this year because you've got clowns in it. Because remember, the year before, we didn't advertise the clowns. They were surprised. This year, not knowing what was going to happen, we had clowns on the poster, a nice big group poster, which was a really fantastic poster, featuring a clown on there, and suddenly ticket sales dropped for the first time in 22 years. And then the situation happened where we get to the end of the season and I actually made a loss. Now, it's not...
Just pause. I have to take you back because I've get to the substance of the claim.
Yeah.
You built posters, your decision,
yeah.
of the clowns, him amongst them,
yeah.
for this year's season,
yeah.
etc. Now, this is where I need to understand when you gave Doug an instruction to change the show. Did you change the show?
No, we had to keep on the show we had because we were contracted right up till April. So we had to keep the same thing, and we had to try and persuade people that the clowns you see in the circus forest, they might be scary, but they're not going to hurt you. You know, we've all got a psychological outlet that wants us to be scared if we know we're not going to be harmed.
And that would be fine. Your complaint is that Doug took it too far. Now, you're going to tell me very quickly what Doug did. Well, let me ask Doug, and we'll see whether he admits it. You didn't just restrict your performing, as I understand it, to the confines of the circus space, the performance space, did you? What did you do, Doug?
Well, there were a couple of occasions where we were doing sort of publicity shots, things like that, and I would pop out of the minibus and, you know, cross the road to the local chippy. You know, I was hungry, you know, it was a bit of a rush job kind of day, and I went in and got my bit of shopping, stopped off to have a little bike ride, and as you can see, you know, just little day-to-day things, getting into character.
Did you give him a specific instruction to do that?
No, certainly not. I mean, if you look at the picture on the right, that's my car he's filling up. And we've been doing some publicity during the day. We had to get back to the theatre quick because we didn't have time to get changed. He was sat in the back of the car. I'd gone in to pay for the fuel and I left somebody else fueling up. And then I heard this scream. I come out to see what was going on. This car rushing out of their forecourt. I looked round and I saw Doug there in his killer clown outfit filling the car. So, you know, basically he was scaring people, not deliberately going out to scare them, but because people were scared of clowns at this point.
Just pause. Doug, this is very important. Were you aware of the general public view about killer clowns at the time you decided to appear in public?
Yes.
Yes. Now, I have to be clear, I haven't seen this costume, but looking at it in the photos, it has, to some extent, clowns don't terrify me, nothing terrifies me, apart from an unsigned contract and a moron. Do you understand? But I would like to see it. Peter, would you mind going to get it? Thank you. Was there any adverse publicity as a result of this?
Well, basically what happened in one case, we were due to go into a radio interview in Bristol, and I got an email from the producer specifically saying, we'd love you to come back in, but please don't bring a clown, because the last time you came in, you did bring a clown, and 3 of the people working in the studio had to leave and go home early.
Well, that's very interesting. The avoidance of doubt, that's what it says. You provided me the evidence pack. Yes, indeed. 2 p.m. live with the team, though no clowns mask this time. Apparently we have 3 people in the building, let's say, with a fear of clowns. It's very serious. I don't know why you'd be terrified of that.
He's lovely, really.
As I understand it, that's not been enough for you. You don't want to get rid of Relic for the new tour, am I right?
Well, you know, he's reasonably new to the tour. The Count Dracula character has been in the show for about 4 years. And I was sort of, you know, getting used to the idea of being Relic, and I enjoy the character.
But you weren't just used to it. You didn't just get out of your car in circumstances where you knew or must have known that that would have caused a problem. Certainly, potentially, damaging the reputation of his business. You must have known that that was a consequence. For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue of your own, get in touch with us by clicking over here.